Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Global Lab updates, 3rd of November 2023. They have a lot of things here. Some of the things we went through, they've been talking about in the night live with PA. War of the Roses, Dark Rift improvements, Gathering improvements, Gore Bottle life removed, QL improvements, Artina Soul improvements, Lakita monster change, map layout improvements, mount and wagon improvements, other changes, class changes. There's a lot of classes: Berserker, Witch, Wizard, Wizard again, Witch again, I guess, Striker, Archer, Shy, Guardian, Nova, and Dracania Megu. Global Lab class change. Okay. So yeah, this was what they said in the Nightlight Ball. They said, yeah. They said that a lot of people want to do it or whatever, and they should add like a third, faction in a way. But I never saw this as a great idea because like you want to have 600 people doing this. It's gonna be super laggy. It's gonna be super desyncy. It's better to just separate the thing, and you have like 200 people at most being able to do it like 3 times a week or something, and then you just divide up the different factions in different days, right? Instead of having this like, it's gonna be a disaster when it comes to lag and desync, and goddamn, it's a good idea, but servers. Some specific things they had to do just for Witch, and for Wizard, yeah. So, War of the Roses battlefield penalty. If one of the following situations occur while participating in War of the Roses, battlefield penalty has been changed. If you're not connected to the correct server or delete a 1 for more than 10 minutes while War of the Roses is in progress. Oh, so yeah, you have to play the war, you can't like AFK the war. If the character does not move in 10 minutes during the War of the Roses, if you leave the battlefield for area for 10 minutes or more during, more than 10 times during the War of Roses. So they're gonna add penalties if you if you don't play the game. 10 minutes AFK is a long time. They should have that like 4 minutes. You can actually go and watch a movie. You set your alarm clock on like 9:30 or something, and then you just go back to the computer. You press W, and then you go back watch the movie again. Like 10 minutes is a long time. Hey Aramnida, how you doing, Aramnida? Oh, you got good news. Nice. Very nice. When leaving the battlefield, a caution message will appear on the minimap in the upper right corner, indicating that you have left the battlefield. If you leave the war zone for more than 1 minute, a warning message will be displayed once. If the warning message accumulates more than 10 times in total, a battlefield penalty will be given. So that's a, if you want to kite people and like, oh no, you're gonna die, and you keep on running away from the battlefield, right? That's why they want to give you penalties, because I think 10 times is a little bit too much too. You're not gonna do that 10 times. You might do that 3 times, but you shouldn't do any times. You could also make an invisible wall. You can make an invisible wall so people can't leave the zone. Yeah, that's what they could do. But if you receive a War of the Roses battlefield penalty, the following disadvantage apply: unable to receive War of the Roses loot reward. After the war, cannot participate four times. That's good. So that is why they have such high. That's why they have 10 minutes and like 10 times that you can like kite outside of the vicinity, right? Because they're gonna ban your ass. They're gonna ban your ass 4 times and take away your loot. So that is a pretty harsh penalty, but at the same time, it's also a good penalty because people that don't play the right way, or people that don't play a fair way, or people that AFK or whatever, they shouldn't get anything, and they shouldn't be allowed in and participate or. Participants who have given a battlefield penalty reward under roses will have their guild and family name information provided to each of the function commander, aid and unit leader, allowing them to share information necessary for unit reorganization in real time. So that probably means that the guild officers, they're gonna know if you got penalized, which means that they're gonna talk to you and be like, hey, don't do that. We're not gonna add you to the platoon the next time. Participation priority when selecting the third reps. Corpse. Corpse. Isn't that like a faction? The third faction? First priority group priorities were not selected for the third corp in the previous of the War of the Roses. Second priority group reunited for the number of people in the first. I don't understand what that means. Participation priority. If you participated in the War of the Roses as a leader, guild, federation, you will be included in the first priority. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. They could change all of these stuff through time, like a little bit. Like they can change all of these stuff a little bit through time. Kind of depends on like if they done with it, or this is only glabs. So War of the Roses improvement, stamina has been changed, so using skills while riding a horse corpse elephant does not consume stamina. Cannon mount belonging to each faction have been added to Camasilvia Castle, battleground mountain area of the battlefield. When firing ballista from low angle, it has been changed to make it easier to hit nearby target. The issue where the name of the Ahib witch doctor were displayed awkwardly has been fixed. Navigation route provided by the navigation from Odalita Castle to Odor First Sanctuary has been improved to guide a shorter distance. Okay. Stable keepers from each faction have been added. That's good, because people are going to lose their horses all the time. It's been changed so that while riding in siege vehicle, the commander will not be moved to Sanctuary even if he is using the Space Gather skill. War Correspondent. A function has been added so adventurer wearing the title of the War of Correspondent can check the current progress. Okay. During the War of the Roses, you can check the tactical map of War of the Roses on the Roses UI relevant server. A tactical map shows the location of all sanctuaries and occupations status. Physical strength of the sanctuaries, okay. Additionally, you can check on the faction skill used by each faction commander message at the bottom right. If you abuse your rights as a war reporter, your rights will be revoked. Oh, if you're like a scout or something, if you're like a if you're like a you're an infiltrator. So yeah, when it comes to all of this, like, okay, good. In my opinion, it's good that they do these stuff. But like, how are they gonna fix the lag and desync? That's what I want to know. I like that this is cool and everything, and you know. But how are they gonna fix the #1 issue? Hopefully they will write about a way to fix the #1 issue before they have it released. Dark Rift improvement. So this is where they're gonna take away. Yeah, they're gonna take away half of the Dark Rifts, and then they're gonna buff half of them. So unusual changes are detected in the dark energy rising from the cracks of the Dark Rift that occur throughout the Black Desert world. The colored energy of some of the Dark Rift become darker, and some of them loses their power and disappear. Okay. Some Dark Rift bosses have been removed. Accordingly, loot from other bosses have been added, and the number of existing loot have been obtained has been increased. So they remove the horse guy. Wait, is that the horse guy? The spin to win guy, the bird, the other horse, rhino. Wait, is a horse rhino? The stupid lizard king, and yeah, the tower defense boss. Yeah, all of those bosses were pretty annoying. So I guess good. So then they be adding more loot to these guys, right? I guess they make this the ferry isn't the ferry the werewolf. So I guess they make that into a common field, like a Dark Rift boss now. Sonny was okay. Yeah, Sonny was okay. Yeah, true. Like the tower fight? Yeah, I mean the tower fight is good if you have my gear and you can like break it before it can like you have to avoid the red circle because it's gonna like knock you back or whatever. Even if you do super armors and stuff like that. But if you have my gear, you just break that either way. You just stand in a red circle and kill the tower, right? But most of the people don't have that gear, and they be standing there poking on the tower, and you do super armors, but you still get CC'd or whatever. And I mean, all of these were easy. Don't get me wrong. Like all of these are easy, but some of them are pretty annoying. Hey Kamina, how you doing, buddy? It seems that your internet is lagging. No. Arid always was. He was the lava guy. Oh, the lava guy. Oh, yeah, the lava guy. Yeah. Okay. Camera flipped. Yeah, we're doing intermission here, so it's a different UI. They're removing bosses. They're removing half of the bosses and buffing half of the bosses. So the following changes have been made to the loot available to defeat in the Dark Rift bosses. They added mythical feathers, which is good, very good. Hopefully, it's a pretty good drop rate on that. And then they adding more of those stupid boxes, like these boxes, like 1 to 2 and 1 to 2. Like, in my opinion, take this box away. At least this one. Just take it away. Delete it. And then you just have these boxes, right? Yeah, it's very. Well, what is in this box? Like you get like a forest runner's ring or something? What the fuck? No, it's just so unupdated. You can still get the merchant ring and stuff like that, but yeah, good luck with that. I don't think that this shouldn't really be dropping. The merchant ring piece, that should not be dropping from doing Dark Rift, because this is completely like lottery. It's like winning $1 billion in the lottery, right? And you can have like a new player winning this, it is not based on anything. It's like a totally brand new player go and do some Dark Rift bosses, and they shouldn't have that. If total like lottery RNG based, where everyone can do it, right? You're a Giga Shad, yeah, yeah. Considering boss rush, roulette boxes, save time, honestly better reward. What's a shimmering old moon do? This one, it takes away a little bit of the amount of the tax that they tax you when you sell an item. So let's say if you want to sell a pen ogre on the marketplace, you can get a tax reduction. If you use an item like this, you have to convert it into a scroll, and then there's it's like a little button in the marketplace where you activate it, and so you just get more money back from selling items, like one item. They probably render that bish like damn is worth 3 million. They probably do vendor it, yeah. The information cannot be confirmed. The Black Desert Institute will update on the official server in accordance with the above changes to the Dark Rift contents and adventure journal. Fabino Grico's trivia book has been revised. Defeating the ruin guard tower that appears from the crevice of darkness. Defeating the Ronin. So yeah, after changes, defeating the cowardly beg and defeating the Ahib. Okay. Was helping me with something. I saw the Black Spirit reward, and it was like, bro, why do you have so much stuff? I vendor all of that stuff. I'm like, bro, you vendor so much valuable stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna happen. A lot of people are lazy and short-sighted. Yeah, true, true. A lot of people just want to play the game. They don't want to sit there and do organization Black Desert. They just want to play the game, right? And there is a lot of items in BDO, especially with PEA giving out more and more and more and more stuff all the time. Every day you log into BDO, you get like daily login, you get guild login, you get like special login reward, you get dice login reward, and then you get like a coupon reward. You get event Halloween mails reward, and then you get participation for I don't know. You get so many things just like handed to you, and then you go out and grind a little bit. Guess what? You have like another 100 items in your inventory. Like gathering improvement, everlasting herb. The quality of yes, okay. You're gonna get more everlasting herbs from gathering. When collecting some of the wild herbs, unusual appearances, wild grasses, where you increase to ensure guaranteed acquisition. It's been added that to collect the wild herbs with unusual appearances, you can obtain a prickly pear in the same way as an existing wild herb. A notification message has been changed to not appear when acquiring Millennium Herb. Truffles. Quantity of truffles that can be obtained from collection truffles have been increased. From 1 to 2, I mean 0 to 1 to 1 to 2, and from 5 skill gathering 2000 from 5 to 5 to 10. Starlight veins, I don't know what this is, that can be discovered while mining, are an element that allows you to discover various minerals. It was reluctant to do so because of energy was consumed with every interaction. Now the frequency of discovering starlight veins have been decreased, but the quantity of the ores, the quantity of the ores obtained has increased. allowing energy to be okay. That sounds good. So people are not gonna waste too much energy. The probability of starlight wanes. Oh, is it like the things that just like appear from nothing? It's like a I don't know what it is, like a energy. Hmm. Yeah, okay, I know what this is. I used to mine in the havens 2 years ago, or like one year ago or something. I don't know. So yeah, they're reducing that 25% compared to before. Um, the number of glittering ores obtained single starlight vein have been increased 4 times compared to before, 1 to 4. Powder of Ascension. Probability of obtaining Powder of Ascension, a key item weekly quest obtained. The mythical feathers have been increased. The probability of obtaining the Power of Ascension, which can be obtained through skinning, has been doubled compared to before. Gourd Bottle of Life removed. That was the HP potion in the new region that you could buy. You could buy, like, I don't think you could stock up on them, but you had like X amount of them you could buy um, on in a weekly basis or something, or on a daily basis, or I don't know exactly, but they removed these because it was so annoying for people to like go back to Lamaul and buy those and then go do Node War and then redo that the other day, like the next day they do the same thing, and um, we don't need more HP. It's only benefit for Valkyries and broken classes. Otherwise, you get one-shotted. So, like, if you don't get one-shotted, yeah, sure, that's a bonus to the broken. But yeah, otherwise you get one-shotted, so it doesn't matter how many potions you have. QOL improvements. Contribution notation has been added to the names of all items rented using contribution points. With this adventure, you can check the contribution point items pressing Control F. That's huge. That is very good. The UI guy strikes again. So yeah, very good. If you need to like see how much like CP or whatever you're using for these items and stuff, maybe you need to like turn back a CP item. You don't know which CP items you have, right? Just leave shit in the safe like a good boy. Fun minigame, but eats energy. Glowing, blinking things. UI guy OP. Question about Sage weapon. This is used for PvP. I see it has human damage. Well, what Sage weapon? Yeah, human damage does affect PvP. That is true. Yeah. Blacksmith in each village began selling the Mirror of Equilibrium after receiving it from Hughole in Duvincrune. You can purchase the Mirror of Equilibrium for 20 million silver coins at the blacksmith in each. That's huge. Finally, thank you. So you'll be able to buy that stupid mirror all around the place, right? Not only like going to Duvincrune. As before, you can purchase the Mirror of Equilibrium from Duvincrune. Yeah, they're just gonna add 20 million silver. Like, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is nothing. In my opinion, when they do this, that doesn't mean anything. When they do like 10 million to 20 million, like this is nothing, and this is nothing. So just adding that, like making it twice as much, it means nothing. Now, if they made that 10 times as much, it would be a small change. It would be like, 100 million silver. That would almost be nothing, but it is kind of like something, you know? Yeah, maybe like, 100 million would be like a Why even change it at this point? Like 10 million to 20 million, like you change it from nothing to nothing. You see what what I'm trying to say here? Inflation is a hell of a thing. A feature that automatically calls mounts when completing main and partial quests have been added to the game settings. Okay. You can see it through escape menu, setting game, blah 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 blah. Call horse upon completion. Yeah, that's actually good. That's very good because sometimes I didn't want my horse to get teleported to me when I just did a quest. So thank you, UI guy, thank you. Double the price, yeah, but double the price like one time ever that you're gonna do it. My horse was up in a damn tree in Trent. I was lulling. Yeah, it's just good that you can that you can change that. When enjoying gathering or training with a level 49 character who does not want to be restricted by PvP content, the issue of level up information being displayed each time as an experience point has been improved. Now a message will only be displayed at new or returning adventurers who are not used to growing to level 50, and requests can be completed through conversation with the Black Spirit without the need to use. That's good because that's always been confusing for me. Always been confusing. It's like, oh, I talk to the Black Spirit, get the quest, get the item, use the item, talk to the Black Spirit again, and it's like, oh, you can reach level 50 now. It's like, what? So that's good in my opinion. It's always been an unnecessary thing and annoying thing. The way that you had to do it. PvP, no, there is no PvP in BDO. So you know, this was like a thing back in the days when it's like, oh, don't reach level 50 because people could kill you. It doesn't happen. Like, it doesn't happen anymore in the same way that it used to happen. You have 2 level 49 life skillers. You life skill on all 56 plus. I mean, I've been life skilling. I don't know, like I've been life skilling a lot in BDO, but I stopped doing it. But like the amount of times that someone came up to me and killed me life skilling, it's like one time because I was life skilling on Arsha, you know. There were one time when I flagged up and killed other life skillers because they ran into my rotation and started taking my flowers. But that's a different story. Yeah. So you're not gonna get the message, from 49 to 50, like popping up all the time. When gaining experience at level 49, repeatedly displayed information message has been deleted. A guidance speech bubble displayed near the message. After no character in the family. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Let people know. But hopefully that disappears. Now you can recover your lost memories and grow to level 50 or higher by talking to the Black Spirit without using the clear memory fragment. So that's good. Good. If you use the wrong quantity of ingredients during cooking or alchemy, the cooking alchemy will only succeed depending on a certain probability, and some will fail. Instead of staying here, it was added to the list of recent successful cooking. That's good. That's really good. I'm gonna delete a bunch of my because I put in the wrong input or whatever. In my opinion, if you add the wrong input, nothing should happen. It shouldn't take away your items. Like, oh, we're gonna take your shit now because you pressed the wrong button on the keyboard. like everyone knows the input. Like you go, you check that, like you Google, you know you need 3 purified water, you need like 5 cooking oil, or we know that, but like you don't remember that, and you write like a 4 or something. You need 5. It's a mistake, obviously. Like, you know, it is what it is. It shouldn't be taking away your shit and be like, ah, you so wrong amount of ingredients or whatever. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks this way, but I think it's stupid. You say that you can't craft. You just can't craft. You're wrong button, mister. It was a 5 instead of a 4. You can't do shit. There's been, I don't remember exactly which item that it was that I lost, but it was like an item that I had to work for. It took a long time to get this item, and then because I put in the wrong input or whatever, it just took away my item, and I didn't get shit. And I was like, oh, thank you. So now I need to go back, and I need to get that one item. What the fuck? Some recipes you can change at higher levels, so you need to be able to adjust. Artina Soul improvements. New improvement stone exclusive to Artina Soul has been added. This improvement stone update is being carried out as a part of the effort to adjust the balance in the hunting ground. The Shy class has a decent basic skill damage, but due to its absence of Black Star Awakening weapon, it lacks additional damage to races and additional attack power to monsters, so is currently unable to see the effect of a strong skill damage in new hunting grounds, where the proportion of attack power is high. Yeah. So I think that that's good. It was always a mind boggle that that the Shy didn't have an awakening weapon. It is. I mean, you might think that it's gonna skyrocket Shy. It is meant to buff it because they say that right here. They do intend to buff the Shy because of the new hunting grounds. Like the Shy wasn't good enough apparently. They write that right here, but it is gonna buff the Shy for sure. They are gonna nerf it though. So when they add this awakening weapon, because it's like a third if you play succession for like I don't know, it's gonna take like 30% is gonna be your AP from the awakening weapon, right? But because of that reason, they're gonna have to take away the other stats that they gave Shy because they needed to compensate a little bit, right? Because they didn't have an awakening weapon. Um, so they might have to readjust a little bit with those stats. Sunset colored crystal, which can improve the Artina Sol, has been added. So yeah, I mean the reason why I say that is because that happens with every single class when they release a new class is succession, and then eventually we get the awakening. When we have the succession and not the awakening, we get compensation because we don't have the awakening weapon. So we get compensation stats to like lift up the damage a little bit. And then once we get the awakening to the same class, they take away a big chunk of that, and then we get the awakening, and the awakening weapon like with the 30%. It's like 35 monster damage they didn't have before. Yeah, so that sounds pretty good. Sounds very good. Artina Sol swallowed the storm. Artina Sol Sunset swallowed the storm. Okay. Improved with a sunset colored crystal, additional monster attack power by 35 plus effect. Okay. Crystal with the sunset color. You need D stuff. I think they mean magic or shard here. Well, what is magic fragment? 10,000 Caphras stones. I mean, they're trying to make Caphras a little bit more relevant again because they keep on devaluing Caphras all the time. That's what they do here. This is not going to be enough though. It's not even going to be close to enough to bring back the value of the Caphras stone. Eventually, I think that they are gonna make it so you can put upgrades into your Black Star weapons. Even your Fallen God and the Dan Glove, I think that you're gonna be able to put Caphras into those too. But more like an upgraded Caphra. Not like the basic Caphra, but like you combine a Caphra with another thing and or like 100 Caphras with another thing and you get this one other upgraded Caphra stone or whatever. And then they're gonna make that relevant again. Then they're gonna make the Caphra stones relevant in BDO again. I wasn't even considering sheet AP. Look at another use for Remnant of the Rift. Time for the Dark Rift change. Yeah. What are magic fragments? I think they mean magic or shard, but I could be wrong. But that's what I think. Magic or shard. They try to add more and more reasons for us to use magic or shard in the game. And they also keep on adding more and more of those stones that we can, melt down to get magic or shard. Yeah, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Improved sunset-colored Artina Soul can be purchased from the blacksmith in the big city using reduction stone. And Artina Soul before improvement with the crystal sunset-colored can be extracted. Crystal with the sunset glow cannot be registered on the integrated exchange. It can be disassembled by heating one sunset-colored crystal and one wrath of the forest. When these disassembling 10,000 Caphra stones can be obtained. All right, cool. A golden leaf. There's different term they use when they light stuff fragments. Honestly, this may use the forest fury price for a bit too. It all depends on how many shies are gonna play shy now. I mean, how many people are gonna play shy now. So if it's just gonna be like the current amount of shies, is the same, then this is not really gonna have too big of an impact. It's gonna wobble the market a little bit. But once like the 5 shies already bought their 50k Caphra stones, then if they buff the shy so much that it becomes a very popular class and a lot of people want to play it, then yeah, that's gonna bring a lot of value into the market. Do you still have the red cookies? No, I don't have any red cookies. I have like 4 red cookies. You're gonna become a belt cup salesman? Yeah. I mean, make the one that you get the most out of. Ulukita monster change, City of the Dead. The quantity of the black sand mark can be obtained by defeating the following monsters and change. Tamarin Messenger, Tamarin Scout and Tamarin Elite, Tamarin Scout and Tamarin Elite. Previously acquired 1 to 2 to 1 to 3. That doesn't really do anything, in my opinion. What? Well, you're gonna get like 20 million more. get 20 million more per hour. No, it's not really doing anything. Darkseeker Retreat. Attack power of the Dark Scream follows have been increased by 7% compared to Gaizon. The attack power of the Dark Followers have been punished, and Dark Followers of the Remnant have been reduced by 16% compared to before. If a screaming dark follower of a resenting dark follower is attacking without spotting an adventurer, it's been changed so they don't do immediately attack the adventurer. I don't know what that means, but okay. The issue where the rotation motion was activated awkwardly during the 2 consecutive attack of the screaming dark follower has been fixed. When defeating a dark follower of Scream, Resentment and Punishment, Sealed Relic and Sparkling Ember have been added to appear. Interesting. Well, what is that? If you kill the smoldering embers that appear, the sealed relic will begin to function. Okay. Sealed artifact confuses nearby followers. However, the effect of the sealed relic does not affect corrupt followers associated with the eternal followers. The sealed artifact operates for approximately 5 minutes after killing the burning embers and confuses nearby monsters at certain interval. If you defeat the smoldering ember that appears, you will be guaranteed to obtain 1 blooming ember of echo. So I'm guessing this is the that's the what do they call it? The smoldering ember. Interesting. I don't know if they need to add something like this. That could be a thing for. Could be a thing for. Oh. Oh. We don't even have this content. Why are they writing about this? We don't even. KR has this content. We don't have this content. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I forgot that PA focus on KR. Ah, never mind. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that favoritism for a second. Yeah, I didn't need to read this because we don't even have this, we don't even have this shit yet. So I don't need to read this stuff. This can be changed at all times, and when we get it on EU NA, they can change all of this stuff. They can change 50% of it. They've done that many times before. KR had the content for a year, and then we got the content, and then we played it for a week, and then they changed like 50% of it. Like, oh, EU needs more EC cash or something, so they just made it like way more money per hour or something. Or so this is just useless reading right here, in my opinion. It is cool that we can. This is not going to change, and that's how an item looks like. That is probably not going to change right there, and you know, yeah, cool, whatever. But these stats and stuff like that, you know, like, well, what is 7% and 550% compared to before, and like these stuff, they change that all the time. Hey Kemi, how you doing, Kemi? There is this streamer I watched, and his name TheChilliers seems like a good dude. You ever heard of him? You're sitting on 107 red cookies. Nice. Map layout improvements. Our beta testers are important. But it's not really beta testers, it's just like pure favoritism. We get the fucked content too. Like that's the issue, right? Because they don't fix anything. Like remember Magnus? It took a while before we got Magnus. And because of translations and stuff like that, and then people expecting it like, okay, KR have Magnus, they're gonna be focusing on fixing Magnus maybe. It should already be fixed when they release it, by the way. But like, you know, if KR are playing with it now, it should be functional, right? And 50 years later when we got Magnus, we all know what the clusterfuck that was. Massive lag, massive desync, bugged quests. Not like 1 or 2, but like 10. And all of these weird stuff going on, like crashes, and yeah, there's so much for beta testing, like so much for fixing the thing, like they had it for like such a long time, and they weren't doing anything with that, and they're not gonna, like, they don't do that with anything else either. So they just give KR the content that they want to have, and they let us wait because of favoritism. I've been explaining it how PA do it when it comes to planning and planning a project, and they do it in a way of like, yeah, it is gonna be delayed. They do it in that way. They want it that way. Yeah, it is what it is. Map layout improvements. An incident occurred where a sailboat belonging to the late merchant marine departed from a ferry carrying trade goods, suffered significant damage to the reef of a Feria Pass. Yeah, I've been suffering too. When I was bartering, I always crashed into those stupid rocks. On behalf of the blah blah blah, suffering enormous losses and council behind the port. Wait, what is this? They're gonna remove it. They are removing it. Yay! I think it's a bad idea, actually. You know why I think it's a bad idea? I mean, it is annoying, yeah, sure, but like, I will show you why. This is a map. So this is the main land right here, main land. And then you have, this is ocean, right? So like all of this is ocean. You have like an island over here. And then you have another island over here. If you have a big reef, right, you have a bunch of stones and shit, like you have all of these stuff right here. Um, you know, I'm just gonna do it like this. Obviously, if you're going this way with your boat, and you need to go over here to sell your shit. Oh, I guess you can't see that arrow, but it goes up here, right? If you need to go, like, you know, you can take a shortcut right here. You can take a shortcut right here. But you can also, if you don't want to like go between all of these stupid things actively, you might save time because you do it actively, right? But if you don't want to do it actively, you just want to be AFK Andy, you can always take another route, which is going to take a longer time, but you're AFK anyway, so why does it matter, right? So I think having things like this in BDO is actually good. It rewards people for playing actively. And you know, if you want to do that, or you can still do it AFK and just go around the whole thing. So even if I got stuck on these like a trillion times, I still think that the idea is good. They just haven't filled it up correctly here. Like everyone would have taken this route, like right here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Right. You would just go this way, right? Like you don't need to like zigzag around these stuff. Like there is no why would you do that, right? But that's me. That's me. I like to reward active gameplay more than AFK shit. But that's me. Yeah. Mount wagon improvements. Wagon. When you set a route for training with a horse and a carriage and move automatically for a long time, it be futile if the movement is stopped due to being blocked by some objects. Yeah, that is true. We have made improvements so to reduce cases like this, changing the automatic movement of the horse's carriage to rotate faster than before. In addition, the carriage have been improved to rotate faster than moving manually, making it more convenient to operate. We all know that the carriage is like, it's just flying around and tumbling around. It's actually pretty fun that it does that, but I guess it is kind of good that they that they do it like this, and it doesn't like, you know, spin around in the air, and if that's what they mean by that. If they also fix didn't they already fix this? That's the Orc bridge. Didn't they already fix this? Oh, so they improving to turn faster when using. That's good. This is a bad example though. But what they mean here, so you don't get stuck in that fence that is over there. You have a similar fence in Medaya that you always get stuck on because your horse is so fast. That's good. That's good. Durability of the power of the Peridot Forest Wagon. They okay, adjusting durability numbers. When moved between territories through the Abyssal vessel in Abyss 1 Magnus, the following ground mounts have been improved to follow the adventurer. That's in Magnus. However, use of the Abyssal Vel is restricted while carrying trade goods in the mount bag while riding the mount. Before change horse, after change. Oh, okay. So they fixing exploits. That's cool. I guess. I don't know if people do that or. Yeah, okay, whatever. The issue a ship would move normally when taken out. The wharf keeper island has been fixed. Other changes, monster changes, improvements have been made. So Merrimack Tunnel is an exposed NPC search function. That is good. The issue where monsters did not appear intermittently with the Gyfin temple has been improved. That is good. Quest changes. I I don't care about quests. What are they writing here? Vitality of the power of Illisra's sword illusion encounter. Successful quest have been improved as followed. Attack power has been reduced. I mean, this is just okay. Well, whatever. Trade activities have been improved. Item changes following advice of Nampo Moodle Village. The red bean port. Dude, why is this so hard to read this stuff? Nampo Moodle Village red bean porridge. Yeah, they're not making it easy for me. They made a mineral water rather than mineral water for cooking. The cooking water is uh, yeah, yeah. They did the stuff right before changes. After changes, they changed the water or whatever. Maybe it's a good change. I don't know. UI changes in the UI display when putting workers into the garden. An explanatory text were added stating that the workers deployed in the garden can be deployed regardless of the base connection. I guess that's good. No one really reads anything in BDO, so it is very important that they develop BDO in a way when you don't need to read to understand something, because no one is reading shit. That's the people are only reading shit when they make bad development and you don't know what the fuck to do. And that's when people actually need to read shit. And they be like, oh, I fucking need to read this shit now. and then even reading the text many times in BDO is like, oh, you still don't understand. So then you go into Google and then you look up a guide on YouTube and then you know. So it's always good that you have text explaining the various things, but at the same time, you should always make the game developed in a way when you should just automatically know what the fuck to do. Those are really solid quest changes. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. Bug fixes. Unnatural wearing the Wonderland costume. Interact with an invisible birch tree. Some objects in Velia village looked unnatural. They improved the telescope were unnatural, but it's been fixed. Some of the grass located at Fox Pass was looking unnatural. Stairs near the Shongongsusuan one has been exposed unnaturally when a certain graphic quality was applied. How do you Shongzan se sovon? The issue where stairs and structures were unnaturally exposed at certain location inside Valencia Castle has been fixed. Yeah, they is fixing grass. China number 1? No, Sweden number 1. Sweden. And finally, we made it to the most important part of all of the patch notes of all times. According to PA, class changes, I'm not going to say balancing, but class changes is way more important than content in PA's point of view. And that might be because they make more money from that, but we'll see. There's no reason to read this. I can summarize this. They're trying to make all of the classes Vusa, Succession Vusa, and Succession Guardian, and Awakening Witch level. They done this in the past many times when they have this level, like averagely on classes. You have a bunch of classes down here. Some of the classes are down here. Some of the classes are down here. Some of the classes are up here. And then like 3 classes are right there, you know? So the thing that they want to do is they want to take all of these classes and put them up here. Oh wait, you can't see all of the classes up here, right? So that's what they say that they want to do, because they don't want to nerf Vusa, which is like an extremely popular class. They don't want to nerf these classes and buff these classes to make the game better. Instead, they just want to like buff all of the 50 classes up to that level, because they don't want to get hit with a wildfire again if they nerf Vusa, which is a very popular class. Just like how they nerfed Megu, people stopped playing the game. People were wildly crazy mad at PA for nerfing the Megu. It's still a strong class, but you know, they want to make money PA, so they say that they're not going to listen to the players, which is to nerf the broken and buff the weak. They're going to do it their own way, which means that buff everything. So at least people are not gonna, like, they're gonna make more money from this. It's gonna ruin the game too in the process. Just making it easier is not gonna make the game better. Also doing this, I want to add, also doing this, you have a bunch of classes right here, right? Also doing this, it doesn't mean that all of the classes are gonna be up here. It doesn't mean that. Some classes are still gonna be exactly over here. They're not gonna perfectly balance the game. Just because they are buffing every class. Every single class is gonna get different buffs. Every single class is in already various different states of good, you know? So like a Lan Awakening, for example, is always gonna be down here. It's always gonna be down there. It's always the forgotten class. It's always the nerf class. But then you have like maybe Succession Lan can be up here. It's been a thing in the past. But then again, like you're still gonna have Trash Tamer down here. You're still gonna have like, you know, mediocre. I don't know. What was a mediocre class in BDO? Hashashin. I don't know. Mediocre Hashashin class is still gonna be down here. This changes nothing when it comes to balancing, but when it comes to like PA making more money, that is what this means. So that's just a short summary. So because they want to buff every class up to to the broken level, right? They want to focus on every class, and especially the classes that are popular. So a class like Berserker, it might not be super popular in KR, from what I hear. I don't know, but they always buffing this class. This class is always top notch, and so should it always be. So they're gonna buff Berserker, even though it is already crazy strong, and they're just gonna buff it up to broken level. Same thing. Like I don't know what this means, so I'm gonna let you guys like pause the video if you guys want to read about that, or you know, I don't know what this means, but they're gonna buff like a bunch of. This is crazy. This is crazy. You take a look at this, for example, 700% right there. This like 600% right there. That's crazy. And this is Succession Circle. If you take a look at LAN, you have nowhere near these numbers. And I mean, it's a little bit away, but LAN should get like 5 times these numbers. Because like how it is like on the, is already like you take Awakening LAN is down here. You take Succession Circle is way up here. You have even Succession LAN being right there. Like you know, you're giving Circle way more buff than you giving the Awakening LAN right there. Like, shouldn't it be the other way around? You should give like Awakening LAN probably 5 times the buff, so we can be up here. No, because PEA don't want to balance the game. They just want to make money. So they're gonna do this. They're gonna buff the Circle, Succession, Awakening. They're gonna buff Witch and Wizard. Not the Awakening Witch, because the Awakening Witch is the most broken class of all time. So they're not gonna nerf it. They're not gonna buff it. They're just gonna let it be. So they do a bunch of these. A lot of skill changes. A lot of skill damage changes. Wizard Succession. Wizard Succession, Awakening, Witch. It's not a way to exploit, just try to do it. Okay. I was just thinking about it. It looked like something out of the rotation. Who even uses headbutt? It might be a thing that you, if you play Giga Hardcore or something, that you throw that in there and just cancel that and you get a buff or something. Or I don't know about these classes, which is why I'm not going to go into it. So I'm just going to show you guys what they buff it with, and I don't know about these classes. I have no idea. I know that some of these classes, they don't deserve to get buffed, but me and PA, we share different ideologies here. I care for the game and they care for the money. Yeah. I can't. It is not my game though, so they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. that doesn't change the fact. I can't do anything. They can do what the fuck they want to do, and I can't do anything. And I care about the game, and they don't care about the game. They obviously don't care about the game if they do it this way. I've seen this happening many times in my 50 years of gaming. I've seen this happening many times, and it's not the first time this happens in BDO either. This have happened like every other year. They do this, buff everything up to striker level. That was the last time they did that. That didn't change anything. Nothing got balanced. Nothing. So yeah, this is just to make money, and this is, you know, not to upset the players, and not to nerf things that are wildly popular. So they're trying to get away from that. They don't want to nerf anything. So instead, they are gonna buff things and break the game a little bit more. Because that's what you do if you keep on making, like if you keep on buffing the tools. That's what it made. Like that's how you break the game. Can you explain to me why how the market price increase or decrease works? Why would item increase in price? Lack of stock? Many things. I can go through Adam Smith. The economy, uh, supply and demand is a big reason why items go up and down in price. But it's also in a game like BDO where you get a lot of things for free from PA. Some things are very heavy on. Some items are a event market in a way. So a lot of the items are very event based too, because they get influenced by that. The amount of Kafra stones that we get, for example, throughout the years, they change the price of on the marketplace because of that reason. Because we get every single player get like thousands of them on a monthly basis for free, and then you go out and grind and you get more of them, and there are many things that change the ups and downs on the market, but usually people talk about the demand and the supply and demand. That's like the more common thing. But then you also have the PA giving you free shit. So like event-based market many times. Then you also have PA adjusting prices, because it's not like a real market. It's like a moderate, like they moderate the market, right? So they adjusting what is the cap price and what is the minimum price, and they do that for different reasons. That's a long conversation though. Yeah, sometimes it can be like items are not worth it to get anymore, and then because of that, maybe like a item that you needed to get the other item, it becomes devalued, right? So then people don't buy that. So like despairs, for example, despairs being used for it's being used for upgrading the well to get DP, but because they like everyone just grinded the shit out of that, and it was so easy to get them, and eventually people got them, and then you didn't need them anymore. The more people that didn't need them anymore, like eventually, like the curve average out, and then it's gonna crash. So that's what happened with the despairs. Like you would sell them for like 60 million, and then like it went down a little bit, and then it went up a little bit. Once most people had those stuff, then it would just crash, and now min price, totally devalued. Yeah, global lab class change after the Black Desert Research Institute update on Friday, October the 20th. 20th. We inform you the corrections and the changes in Black Desert Research Institute. I don't know what Research Institute means, but depending on the result of testing in various environments, the skill effect of some of the classes have been changed. Damage or has been further increased or maintained as before. Then you have Warrior Awakening. I don't know what this means. Sorker Succession. Okay, Sork Succession. Ranger Succession. Tamer Succession. I think it's like a readjustment because they probably already been buffed and changed. So they're just going back again and readjusting a little bit. I think that that's what this means, I think. So they're just going back a little bit and changing these classes right here. Lan. I know about Lan. The vitality recovery effect of the skill prime Simbidim Bidim has been removed. Okay. Why? The PvE damage of the skill Prime Crescent Barrage and the Prime Simbidum and the Prime Blooming and the Prime Pendulum Kick and Prime Blade Dance and Prime Sulphury Purge and Prime Bleeding Heart skill has been increased. That's good, but how much? It was a very bad buff for LAN. If they really wanted to intend it to be like very like, you know, being on par with Vusa, it was like light years away. Even the Awakening LAN is like billions of light years away, but the life recovery effect of Furor skill has been changed from 60 to 75. PvE damage of Eradication, Taunting Death, and Flow skill has been increased. Taunting, Death, Flow, Vice, and Eradication. They need... What the fuck is this? So yeah, they do it again. They do it again. PA has done it again. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing. What is this? What is this? What? Number 1. Succession LAN is way better than Awakening LAN. So if you're trying to balance the game here, PA, you need to make the Awakening LAN buff way more than the Succession LAN. Eradication, yeah, sure, you can use that in a combo, like I have that in my combo. Taunting Death, yeah, sure. Wise Flow, yeah, sure. But you have all of the other skills that you have to buff into disguise. You have to buff them into disguise if you want it to be on par with Circer here. And then you have to still buff it because you want it to be on par with Wusa. So what are you not understanding, PA? If you want to buff everything into disguise and, you know, into the abyss, you have to, every single skill, all of the skills, 2000% damage. 2000 at least. And then it could be on par with Wusa or Witch, or maybe you need more. That's how unupdated the Awakening LAN is. Yeah, stamina, fix stamina. Stamina sucks. Where's the stamina change here? Like they like, well, what is this? This is a goddamn joke. They don't even need to tell me how much. They don't need to give me a number here. I just know that this is trash. They can add 5,000 billion% damage skill to these 3 skills. It's still gonna be trash compared to Wusa if you do that. You can make all of these 3 skills here. You can make it one-shot everything. And in comparison to Wusa, it's gonna be complete garbo. Even if you one-shot everything with these 3 skills. So yeah, that's the things that I know. I don't know about Dark Knight. I play it a little bit, but I don't know anything about Dark Knight. Corsair, I don't know anything. So I know about LAN. I know that it's not even close or remotely close. Even if they buff the Succession, is still gonna be a weak class compared to a lot of the other classes. And the Awakening we shouldn't even mention is not even in the goddamn tier list, like. So that is everything from Global Labs. Again, they don't understand. They don't know how to do shit. You can see right here. LAN is probably not the only class that goes through the what the fuck moment, but yeah, LAN is one of them. I know that. I don't know about the other classes. Maybe you guys do, but yeah, they would have to buff it into the heavens. So I expect them to do that because that is what they said that they were gonna do, and I expect them to do that with my favorite class because that was the whole. I'm quoting them right now. A lot of people want to play their favorite classes. They want it to be relevant, right? That's exactly what you need to do. Believe it or not, but yeah, melee classes have to one-shot everything if they want to be on par with Wusa and Witch. That you just have to like 2 skill 2 skill in a second. That's how good melee classes have to be. Yeah. Because like skill damage is not the only thing. Skill damage is one of the things that makes PvE efficiency. It's not, there's so many other things that makes it more like, more or less efficient. I need to read what someone see what they are messaging me. Oh my god, I'm gonna get cake today, chat. Wow. Take a look at that. Take a look at that cake. Oh shit, it's so... Guess you can't see it. Wow, I'm gonna get cake. Get cake today. Wow. Good luck.